Hello everyone, it's Maya, aka Based Artist, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a sketchbook tour today. This sketchbook is January to February. Now of course February isn't over yet, but the reason why I'm doing the sketchbook tour now is because basically I'm tired of this thing. I'm just really ready to move on, and so we're just going to jump right in. This is just my welcome page, and it says the dates and stuff that I've been going through this. Now, here is a page. I think the thing about these first few pages is that they're just very random, like there's no real rhyme or reason to them. I don't have any direction really, and I think that's especially true in the first few pages. And this is Cookie from Empire. I have this little drawing up here. Yeah, I really am not a fan of this page. Like, this page is... I have like some OC doodles. I have Connie, Steven, and I have another Connie up here. You can see. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about this page. This page is kind of bad. But, I mean, we roll with it. Here we have a little storyboard that I did for my, well, for my portfolio, really. It's about, alright, so it's like this angry customer or whatever. He pulls up to this McDonald's drive-thru window, and the lady working the window, who's kind of me, is just very unbothered by him. I think that it's pretty cute. Alright, this next page we have is just, it's a very me page. I do this kind of thing a lot where I just have a bunch of random doodles. I especially like this girl right here. She's screaming and stuff, and then I like watercolored in her mouth. But yeah, just a bunch of random scribbles. Bad. This is the McDonald's that I work at. I was trying to draw it, but I'm terrible at still lifes. And I mean, I practice them and stuff, but this is a very good example of what I'm capable of, which is not very much. And I think this is like another kind of attempt at a still life or whatever. Where these are like my feet and stuff, and then I'm like sitting next to my desk or whatever, because this is like my bed. And my desk is next to my bed and stuff, and that's just me drawing from life. And at the top here you see like this ugly scribble. I don't even know why I put it there, like it doesn't even fit the theme. I feel like so far I've been pretty self-negative, but as we move on I do get more positive about this sketchbook because I start to draw things that I like more. And I'll tell you when that turning point's about to be. But yeah, this is like another very me page. Yeah, you can see lots and lots and lots of just doodles of people very much inspired by the truckers and stuff that come through my McDonald's and things. You see I'm drawing a lot of men. Yet another page of random doodles. On this page I'm pretty much just criticizing myself. You see I'm calling this girl an orangutan because I made her arms really long, and I'm saying like, oh, this is bad planning and stuff. And then I have like scratch marks around the edges and stuff, basically me just practicing my lines and stuff. This was going somewhere. You can see that the hands are really bad, and I don't know how to draw animals at all. This I kind of like I kind of like this angel-like character, and she's like crying here, and I have her like in praying hands. I used my brush pen for this, which is like, it's becoming one of my favorite tools to use. More scribbles. I don't know if you can see it, but over here in this corner, these like series of girls and stuff, it was supposed to be kind of like an animation of her winking. cool, right? Alright, so this is kind of my turning point. I have a drawing here, I have one over here, and this is kind of where I start to make better things, I feel like. And I really, really love this girl over here. Like, I like the shapes of her face and stuff and of her hair. She's pretty cool too, but this girl, she's my favorite. And you see I'm using my color Enos. I mean, I say I like it, but after this page, really. This page is another one of my scribble pages. Alright, so for this picture, I have this like really cool dude, inspired before, like I said, I'm very inspired by the truckers that come into my McDonald's. I have like these cool flowers around him. I have him like holding a flower. It's very illustration-y, which you haven't seen very much of in my sketchbook so far, and I really like that. Yeah, and this is just another character. I don't really like her very much. I mean, she's there. And this was because I used marker and I had bleed through, so I drew this little character. See, look. Alright, so this page is just, I don't know, it's like an idea from my comic or whatever. And there's this scene where there's like this statue on a pedestal that gets stolen, and this was me planning out what the statue would look like and things. There she is up there. This is my OC, Jared, from my comic. You've seen me draw him before, probably. He's just running around. This is like another doodle that I did. By the way, one thing I want to mention is that I actually offer commissions like these, sketch commissions, and I'm going to link my Tumblr down below, and on my Tumblr you can find my commission page. I actually do these for $10 to $15 if anybody's interested in them. It would really help me out. Here's like this cheeky girl with like bubble gum and stuff. I just broke my plant, is why I paused. Like, it snaps in half because of me. Aww. Her poor little succulent. No. Next page, next page. It's another one of those doodle thingies. I think I did this one in my sketch and chat video that I did. I really like how this turned out. It came out really cool. Look. I think this looks really, really cool. So for this page, I did like a page of figure drawings and stuff, and I did them with my brush pen, and then I took some watercolors and I just blocked them in because I like the way that looks, I think. And we're getting around the time where it's like the end of January and I'm like rushing to finish for my portfolio for college. And so a lot of the drawings that you'll see next are for that. And you see next we have another figure drawing. This was also for my portfolio. This was just a cute little pen drawing that I did. Two girls sleeping on a train. I'm not very proud of this one. It's my niece and nephew, but I didn't really like the drawing very much. And this is a very light sketch of something that I never really finished, and I probably should have. Here we have a quick little storyboard of this girl. She's like, well, the thing is, she climbed the tree or whatever, she jumped off, and then she did a spin and flipped and fell on this poor little guy down here at the bottom. He does not look too happy. Here we have a figure drawing, which these are basically my biggest strength. They come very naturally to me. I was going to say they're easy, but they're not easy. They come naturally to me, is a better way to put it. And here we have a very bad three-eyed deer. I really hate the way this came out, but you can see later I'm the type of person where if I can't do something right, then I really want to practice it to get better. I'm very determined in that way. A doodly face. And here we have, here is another figure drawing that I did. I like the way this one came out too. She looks a little long now, but let's not nitpick. Here is a few things. I have this little drawing that I did with my white Jelly Roll pen on a piece of magazine that I cut out. I think it was from like some dish detergent ad. Here I have this little drawing that I illustrated on what's supposed to be Isabel from Animal Crossing, and I did it on like regular computer paper with the materials that I used for my cheap art supply challenge or my Crayola challenge or whatever. And here I have just this strip of paper that I colored on with my highlighter, and then I taped it down and I drew over top of it, and I made the eyes like the glittery part. Boring figure drawing. Here we have some plants, some drawings of the succulent that I just put my arm on and snapped. And yeah, I did this in my Prismacolor markers. Alright, I really like this page. This is a page of figure drawings that I did. I really like the way they came out. I don't know, just some of the lines, like I like the knee of this lady, and I like this line right here. I think it looks really cool. I think I did a pretty good job. Page is hard to turn now. Oops. Alright, and here's just a drawing of, I was gonna do like a redraw challenge, and this was my sketch of it, of a drawing that I did before, and it's just a girl in like this greenhouse or whatever, and she's looking very shy or solemn or something. Here is a pencil sketch, which I think this might just be the first pencil sketch of the whole sketchbook, really. It's just a really badass looking girl. She's like standing like on this pillar or whatever. I was gonna have her be in a nightclub, but I didn't feel like doing all the details and drawing all the people dancing and stuff, which was my original concept for it. Alright, and the next page is kind of the page I was talking about where I said I drew the three-eyed deer and I wasn't happy with it, and so I wanted to practice. This is one of my practice pages. Here you see I did a bunch of them, like a bunch. Little lady jumping, and not too much to say about that. These are cool. Alright, the first drawing I have is from a picture. It's like this little house thing. And then the second one I have is of my desk, and it's very messy, as you can tell. It's still very messy. And then I have a third box that I was going to fill, but I never did because I'm lazy. This is the sketch for the drawing that I just illustrated called the Mermaid Witch. I really, of course, love the way this turned out. So much so that I actually turned it into a full illustration. these are cute. I did these in another sketchbook, like very recently. These are also from my portfolio because they're from life. And then I cut them out and I taped them in here with these little pieces of tape that I drew hearts on. I'm actually really mad, you guys, because I bought washi tape specifically for this purpose, but I lost it and I can't find it, and it makes me so upset and so angry and so mad. I did this with acrylic paint. It's just this girl in like this red cape and stuff. It turned out okay, I guess. This is when I just first bought my like jar of ink or whatever, and I was just playing around and experimenting with it, and I drew this girl with an afro and stuff, and I used the ink, of course, and some watercolor, and I had this old watercolor sketchbook, and there was one page in it that wasn't drawn on already, and so I took advantage of that. Hand studies, because I suck at hands and we all need to practice sometimes. This is a figure drawing done in pen. This is like a cartoon version of this guy from this band that I like called The Gazette. Yet another deer. I did this one in brush pen. I think I used reference for this one. I know there's one or two other ones that I didn't use reference for. I think I used reference for this one. I love this drawing. It's just this sad little girl, and I used my cloud stickers I had to tape it in. And I really like the effect that that gave off, and I really like the way I did the hair with like the green to blue shadows and stuff. I think that the effect was really cool, and I really liked doing it. Another band man from the same band, The Gazette. This one is Rookie though. More hand studies. Some of them are much better than others. These are still band man hands from The Gazette. I'm just super excited because I'm gonna get to see them in live. Let me redo that. I'm just super excited because I get to see them live soon in April, and so I've just been drawing them like crazy. She is a woman on a mission and with very bad proportions. This is a very bleh pencil drawing I did. I was kind of in an art funk here, and I was like, oh, what do I draw? And I came out with this crappy little thing. And here, yet again, more Gazette stuff. I drew them all in their most recent like outfits that I've seen. I don't really like the way this turned out. It is a cotton candy garnet, and I could have done better, I feel. This is a pretty cool concept of like this man who summoned this giant, I don't know, creature. This is something that I could very much see myself making an illustration based off of in the future. This is me trying to practice angles. I don't think I captured it very well. This is another drawing of my mermaid witch. Very, very loose sketch of her like drowning a man. Remember that angel girl from the beginning of my sketchbook? Here she is again, and she's greeted by this little cute horn devil guy. I need to show you his shirt. Look at that. Just a lady in lingerie. This is actually like a very, very old drawing. This thing that I taped in. And then I got my inks and I wanted to practice with them, so I practiced on this old drawing thing, and I just taped it in here. This is probably like 2 years old by now. It's definitely not my style at all anymore. Although I do like this drawing over here. This is some gesture drawing that I did with the like bullet nib side of my Prismacolor markers. I didn't like the way these turned out, and so you'll see me practicing more with these, and I think I kind of get worse a little bit, which is disheartening. Like, yeah, I tried to do a stylized version of this, of like a figure drawing, and meh. And so since I was feeling a little bad for myself, I taped in something that I really liked. I drew this on cardboard with my brush pen, and then I did like watercolor hair stuff, and then I used my white jelly roll to do the rest. This page is like really annoying. And here's where I said I feel like I did worse. I'm using the bullet nib side to do like these. Actually, I think I'm using like one of those thin Sharpie markers actually, and I just wasn't feeling it. And this one I think came out pretty cool. This is where I really sat down and I worked on it, and I really like the way this one came out. And this is more of what I was trying to do before with the figure drawings that are stylized. See? These are some continuous line drawings. This one, I don't like the way this one came out. This one I think is better, but it's still, I have some practice to do. This is me trying to stylize deer. This is from my imagination, and you can tell because, like, look at these legs. This is a girl that I drew. The color palette is very limited because I have very limited markers. And this is a very, very, very quick watercolor sketch that I did. This is one of my first times using watercolor so much in the sketchbook actually, which is crazy because I'm so close to the end of it. And this is a depressing little comic that I made because I wasn't feeling very well. And then the rest is nothing really. I have this little line drawing of me sitting in my chair one night, and my messy room a little bit. Yeah, so I have this drawing, which is basically the same thing as the last one, except for it was with my Prismacolor markers again. And then I don't really have very much else. Like, I have this little scribble, you probably can't even make out what it is. And then I have the beginnings of a very depressing comic that I just never finished because I don't know, sometimes you create art and realize that you can't really finish it. So you guys, that is, ew, there's crumbs. Alright you guys, so that is it. That is all. That is my sketchbook for the January to February month. I hope that you expect a new one in March. I really can't wait to get started on it. I have like this really cool mixed media watercolor sketchbook. I'm going to show it to you. Here it is. It's the Strathmore one that I seen recommended by this other YouTube artist that's like super good. And I can't wait to get started on this and to start wrecking it. It's backwards. But yeah. So, start. It says 2016, February to March. I'm so happy that I was able to film this video for you all. And please like, comment, and subscribe for me. It was really fun to film today, and I hope that I can see you guys in the next one.